accept and listen and submit the demands of this generation, or they are just going to be giving us a reason, and a very good reason, for us to do whatever it takes to make sure that we have a change that we are seeking for. Well, thank you, and that's all I have for now. I think we can keep on pushing this until we have the number that we require to have here on X. Then also, before I leave, another thing I wanted to ask and maybe discuss with you is, I don't know, for most of us who have been attending these spaces, what, like, we have come to know each other, not so much, but at least on these spaces. So on that date, I don't know whether we were having some press that we had organized, we are starting to as a group, because remember, we are not going to go like one by one. That, for instance, now me who is staying in Mengo, that I'm going to come around from Mengo with what? No, we can get where we're starting from as just like a group that is here on X, where we're starting from. We push like that, as also like the same applies to other people who are going to be coming from what? From different parts. Then we can meet on the parliament and resurrect a demand for what we want. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ariho. Yeah, guys, share our space. Let's continue having this discussion. Thank you, Ariho, for the beautiful submission, and the question will be answered. Ugandans are hearing, and they're paying attention to whoever is speaking. I encourage all of you to request for the mic, guys. Subira Patrick, unmute and speak to us, please.
I salute you guys. Thank you very much. But for now, I'm still a bit busy, but I'll let you know after finish.
Sorry. You are muted. Simanyi nkuwulidde bulungi. Are you not able to speak right now?
Yeah, sorry, dear. I thought you had you heard what I'm saying. I'm somehow a bit busy, but I'll let you know after finish.
Okay. No
Okay.
problem. No problem. You could mute for now. Thank you very much. Let's have Emmanuel.
Good evening, everyone. I listened in, I think, from around 3. I'm impressed to see that Okulu Suna has kept on the fight very seriously. I listened in to Mugi's submission in Runyankore English, Luganda. It's quite very engaging and persuasive. Kugamba, you actually persuade someone who is actually still in his comfort zone. Ngagamba, why? Kankolea kamerika lero. Let me first stay in my mokamoli, as they say. Naye, I felt that I should make a comment today and maybe also ask some clarifications, especially now that I see Suna. To you, the host, I'm not so no. Okay, I also have a challenge with people who have fake names. I don't know why. Now, unruly. Now, how unruly? How kuita tutia? At least Mugi, Suna, Suna Mulava, Neka Tualova Nova, LM Dada Banangi. Anyway, I know people want these guys. Now, if we call ourselves by our real names, because we are not shy to actually demand for accountability. Yeah, much as we're also in these corporate day jobs, but there is a lot of unfairness, there's a lot of imbalances, inequities. These are things that have to change, and these are mentality issues that have grown for over 40 years. Yeah, so someone who knows that his father pursued in or participated in the 1980s war, he feels entitled that even up to now, this is his country. For you who never fought, or whose parents never fought, who are in business, you have no claim whatsoever. My question, where are we starting from on 23rd? what will be the signal? You see, someone has been mentioning Martin Luther King Jr., the march he made in the 60s against the black oppression at the time. The guy just made actually a simple message on radio, and for the first time they saw people assembling. I think somewhere in Washington, which is actually an all-white. It's like the capital city of US, but they were so surprised to see so many people, black, even whites actually, join in to listen into that dream speech. So when he gathered all those people and made that dream speech, the rest became history. So we actually need to know what will be, where do we start from? Because when we are scattered, are we going to be moving from wherever we come from, with the Seguku, with the Lukuli? Do we meet at City Square? Where? I just need that clarity for us to move forward, and also the timing, because that will make a big difference, and maybe also copy what happened in Kenya. I submit and I thank you all.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Emma. I think because you said you have been around here, so some of the things that we have been talking about is actually to understand the kind of government that we're dealing with. If we have been dealing with somehow a democratic state, we would be marching from, you said what, Kabalagala? You would freely march from Kabalagala and with your placard and all that. But now, the only thing you can do is to make sure you enter the city. That's the only thing you should do. So, but make sure you enter the city. Underwear, it's no problem. But as long as you enter so all the thing you should do is to make sure that you enter the city. I think that's what I can tell you. Because when I go to meeting, no, so the only thing you can do as a person that is going to protest is to enter the city. But that, I think that one I will just stop there. But then there's something that you spoke about, especially in the kind of a field. You said some people employed and all that. I have friends who are whose parents work in the Ministry of Finance. I can say in the Bank of Uganda, and those guys stays in Kololo. They are very well off. They have motoka second hand. The second hand is not nkadde. You know, motoka nkadde iseko myaka ena joka. So one time I was during COVID. One time he was driving me, taking me to his hotel somewhere, side Zentebe. And then he was telling me, but you guys, he's young also. But you guys, you need to do a lot of things. You need to, things have to change. I was surprised because these are people whose parents are up there, they have the money. Government, like I say Bank of Uganda. Bavuga brand new kavera. Mwala, brother, motoka, father, mother, whenever bavuga kavera. And this is what, like the two brothers, every time I interact with them, this is what exactly they say. But you guys, you know what? You need to do something, like that. So there's a generation that is not contented with how things are going, and this generation is not contented. Neboberanga oli mu government, neboberanga you have got the things. There's a kind of feeling that you say that your fellows are not getting what the benefits of a country. What tata on mama bafuna sente mu mbeera eyo, bafuna sente mu government. Olabanga generation yo ojiba okitegeera. So these guys feel like no, their generation is not getting what they deserve. These guys have money, but also when they do business zifa zikolapsinga. Ayagala kwebezaawo ng'omuntu ng'omwana w'omulodi akoleko business nga iyo omuntu business egwa. Okitegeera, at the end of the day omusajja aba alina kudda mu employment. Naye nga this kind of person who is motivated to establish a business, business egwa, because they have very fake business grounds, business environment, business zigwa. So I was shocked to hear that these two brothers actually are telling me that. And they were so much, passionate. Sigamanti bakugamba the story. like you can feel like he's passionate. Like I'm a man. Yeah, just this is so when you feel like that. In Kenya, there's something that so happened that in the second protest, there are children of government workers, government employees, those like governors, they joined the Gen Z, because they feel like this part of them, this is their generation. However much their parents are working for the government, these people feel like they are the same, or they are the same as this generation. So you don't have to to like okubeeyawula kuwulira nti you are the same. Newabeera oyinza okubeera oli mu mbeera nnungi nga you don't lack anything, because in Uganda some people think that abalwana actually be bayala. Ate nze nseka n'okuseka that you find most of the people that are fighting are actually well off compared to the people that abasama. Most people that are fighting in Uganda are actually well off than abayambala bu colors of abagenda nakivubo ne balwanira omuceere. Because like I've been saying, like I've spent many years buying data, monthly data. I've never asked for any organization, political party, or individual data. I've been buying data for many years, not even 10 years. Ngangula monthly. So like there are people that are well off, not as tuli bulungi nyola, but when you compare us to the people that abagamba mwe muli yala just wale mulwana, actually you may find that oyagamba muli yala mulwana is actually very poor off. I know some guys who are trying to make effort by nakasente kawe. I know sagala mentioning amanyaga, people have money by na wakasente katondo, but the environment is not so good because these people have standards bagala ebintu bibereko birungi better than how they are, and also they are not enjoying life because oyina akasente oyagala kuvuga ku motoka ogenda okusangana ebinya emotoka bijikubye buli nako obeera mu garage ospendinga mitwalo 10 so you are wasting a lot of money. I have seen that 80 people in the Observer today, like 2 hours ago, they said 81 people were killed in 7 days in Uganda in accidents. All these things are costing life. There are people who are saying here that people actually die. They are not even dying in protests. So those 81 people, did they die in protests? They didn't die in protests. In Kenya, they have been protesting for over a month. Over a month. But they are even not even 80 people have been killed in the protest. So in Uganda, 81 people have died in accident. Were they killed by the blades in protest? No. There are a lot of funny things where people die in stupid ways, in things that can be controlled. There is a generation of young people who see the things, even if they're in government, even if their parents are working in government. That's why sometimes, like me, I have a different perspective of the people that whose parents work in government. There are some lumpens who just are useless, who don't use their heads to think. Those who are just paid, or for data. And they think all of us we are getting data to do something for our country. No, but there are some people who are just passionate about their country and they don't have to be paid. And this is a generation that we are living in. This generation, I always tell my friends that never accept to get data from someone because that person is going to make you a slave. Whether it's a politician, the only limited thing is to get from your friend because they won't say, I'll give you data, But because the sina chengenda kusabanti like kukusa back. Okay, I'm giving you data, but you have to do this. No, I don't have to ask any reality from you. But when you ask from a politician, you are taking a bribe from that thug also. That's why yesterday the good girl was asking in the space. I want to talk about the kind of corruption that we have in Uganda. Politicians bribe people to speak for them. Passionately. When you disagree with the politician, you disagree on merit. You know what? This is wrong. But because he's bribing you, you won't be able to speak now. So you are bribed. Then another kind of bribe is the politicians bribing the journalists. I wanted to speak these things. Politicians, journalists, video ba video guys ababeera mu parliament namugamba ngenda kujja mu parliament ngenda kutula ngenda kuwaya akasente awo njagala ondicoding ku mawulire ag'essaawa emu mbeeremu ondage abantu bange because abantu bange bandabe nti mbaddeko mu parliament. That is corruption. So kamera neraga fake guy naye nga guy tayogeranga naye n'ekigambo n'ekimu naye nga just yawaddeyo cameraman emitwalo 10 no oba si ekyo n'amuwayo emitwalo 10 n'amugamba njagala okoleko interview wano mu corridor. This is the kind of corruption that we have. Anyway, my point was, whether rich or poor, there is a kind of generation that feels attached to each other. Whether oli bulungi oba bazadde bali mu government oba tebali mu government, whether mwe muli bulungi oba bazadde bamwe bakirumira oba wava muno, there is that kind of feeling. Some people bambi batya kutekuvayo publicly, but they are there. And when the time comes, you will see those people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suna. Guys, continue sharing the space. And to you, our next speaker, Engineer Kushi, please share the space. I've been checking on your timeline. You haven't shared this particular space. So go on Unruly's timeline, fetch that space and share it on your timeline. It's very important that we follow these small
Thank you. I've
steps.
just done that. Thank you.
Thank you. Then the mic is yours, please.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank the host because he's my friend and we've been at some point having arguments like, what are we doing on the ground? What are we doing as online people? How are we showing our consent, what is happening in our country? But I'm glad that most of my friends are coming up and joining the cause in person. I personally am feeling so angry. I'm feeling so pissed because of what is going on, and it's the reason I'm going to involve myself as a person in these protests. I am going to be there myself, and there should be a reason why everyone else should be there, because this is something that is concerning each and everybody, each and every one of us. When I go to the village and my dad tells me, but Alex, why are you joining this Bayaye to engage in some unnecessary politics? Lwaki mwagala kutuza mu biri ebyedde ebyekinana banamwe mukimanyi nti bwewalabyeko ye mwana mukimanyi nti entalo ze twayitamu zaali nnyingi ze twalaba zaali nnyingi lwaki mwagala kutuzaayo lwaki temusajja mwetibira n'omusajja ono muzeeyi giri gyali myaka gyammwe. Right now we are facing a very big, actually a bigger war than what you faced. Buli lwonsaba akawunga nga you can't afford to buy it, and you do not know how I'm struggling to raise this money. It is very painful. There should be no way you, as my dad who educated me somehow, right now you should be in a position to cater for your own family, because I'm now grown. Yes, it was your responsibility to take care of me and I grow, but now that I have a family to take care of too, there should be no way you should be asking me for kawunga. Yes, I understand at some point you're my parent, I'm supposed to take care of you, but there should be a way you should be raising this kawunga. Esabuni omuti gwa sabuni ogwalinga ku 2,215 okusakata okugula nusu 10,000. That's not how it should be. That's not how it should be. Nto olimea emmere yo, but you do not get the market. Bamiddlemen abajja kugigula bakuwa busente butono, ate ogenda gwa sabuni n'ogigula omuti gwa sabuni n'ogula 10,000, which actually is more than like 2 kilos of beans. So nti ebintu biriko emisolo mingi, you can't afford them, but what you are doing, sente nyangu nnyo za kugenda kuva mu ngalo, but getting this money is quite hard. Recently, I myself am a young man who is trying to earn a living through Uber driving and online driving, safe car for us and all that. Naye bwe nkugamba emisolo gye batukanika waneeno. First of all, okay, first of all, Uber wants you to drive a car that is matching with the standard of the here the government is asking us to import. Nti bw'ogenda mu bondi enamba bw'otasobola kugifunira ku mwaka government gweyagala, then emmotoka tejja kukkirizibwa wano eno kukola ki, kuvuga Uber. Nti kati niweesanga nti when you are registering ojja kusanga nti osubmittings omwaka omukyamu. Why? Because you want to drive. Then bw'omala kukola bino byonna niweesanga nti Uber ejja kukuggyako 30% of your earnings. 25% of your earnings. As if that is not enough, the government comes in, ne bakuggyako 7% for URA. Ne bazitwala, leaving you bw'ogenda wakati sente za Uber ze sente zikyasinze kuba wansi ennyo. Bw'ogenda okutemaatema sente zino nti osigazeeko ez'okulya ojja kwesanga nti oli mu negatives. Emmotoka ogivuze eweddewo. Why? Sente zigenda mu misolo, amafuta g'ogenda okuteeka mu lita ya 54 eriko omusolo mungi already. Spare parts z'ogenda kuteeka mu mmotoka eno ziriko omusolo mungi already. Data g'okozesa aliko omusolo mungi. Ekitegeera? So before you get angry, enlighten other people why they should be angry to join this cause, to join this protest. This should not be something political that ntaba NUP be bakirimu ntoba aba FDC bakirimu gwenna wa NRM kikakatako nti emisolo gino gyonna but you are not getting the returns. Onsaba kuteeka motoka empya ku luguudo naye ng'oluguudo lulimu ebinnya. Ogenda gira wali n'olya ng'ofa ennaku. No, you drive from this stretch from Chiwatule to Chira and you see what's there. You'll be driving at a maximum speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Kwanga you are fearing your car to get banged and nebyuma bigende nga bikunkumuka bisigala awo. Kitegeera. So in this little hustle, I've been able to make something small. Ninjaga ntandike ka unisex saloon wano ekisaasi. But when I asked my friend whom I was driving with Uber, nimugamba mwana, how can I start a saloon? Nga KCC yetegenda kumbadhalinga nnyo, which advice do you give me? Yangamba, first of all, before you even open, you have to go and register with URSB. After registering with URSB, you actually first have to get a TIN number, tax identification number. Bw'omala kugikola abo tax identification number eyo ye namba gye bagende kwesitotingirako buli kantu konna k'okola kulaba nti kayitiraawo omusolo gwayo URA tujja kugyepena. Kakati yangamba nti TIN number eyali ku mitwalo ebiri kakaaga right now is 90,000. Sorry, registration ya URSB. Right now it is 90 something. Nimbuza, how come? It's just like that. Why? The URA bano abantu bajjako sente mpitirivu. Registration kwa ku mitwalo ebiri kakaaga n'edda mu mwenda ziizo. Ngate you are registering a company which will be paying taxes on an annual basis. URA ejja kujja ekimu omusolo mu ka business ko kekisootingamu omusolo. Oba okyali awo city council ejja kujja yagala omusolo gwa kasaloon, that's very small saloon, emitwalo 26 pa year. Oba okyali awo kwegamba ate gino emisolo gyonna gy'osasula ebintu bino byenva okugula these equipments for the saloon, dryer, hand dryer, simanyi zino sterilizer, warmer, towel warmers, byonna bya bbeeyi because they are being taxed highly. Okitegeera? And then on top of that, ngenda kusasula gino emisolo gino emirala gino gye siyinza kwewala. Reasons nalaba abagunda bana abasuubuzi beekalakaasa lwa FRS. Bakakitegeera kati they are being extorted, they are being babanywamu omusaayi. Bagenze ne basinkana omusajja bagenze kuvayo nga tebalina answer. They just went there and got mocked and ne bavayo nga beekalakaasa naye nga balida kamere bavuddeyo bakkuse. They didn't do anything else to push this cause of theirs. Kwaba nti kwa FRS kunyunyuta nti each and everything you will sell, it will just go through their e-system and they come. Kwegamba, if you have to be joining this cause of marching to parliament, let other people know why you are going, and we can have masses and masses in this cause. Tunigiriziddwa nnyo ekitagambika. You cannot tell me nti we are fighting environmental degradation, nti oba tutta obutonde kuba tuvuga motoka nkadde, nga you cannot let me import a new car nti nja kugula motoka empya eriko emisolo egiri tripled, like esente zenjiguze zi tripled, zikubisamu emirundi oba ena. Sijja kugisobola. How are you letting me drive a new car? That's how we are getting dumped. Like emotoka abajapan bavuga ne bakoowa ne batudampingira nti Africa is a dumping site, mugende muvuge ziizo. Kati gwe ng'omuvuzi wa motoka otuuka awo n'ovuga motoka ng'empya, olaba mpya, olina motoka mpya ovuga, naye nga in reality evugiddwa kilometers 12,000. That's what our government wants us to keep doing. Kati bwe bavaayo nti twagala motoka mpya, naye nga omusolo ogugiriko gugigula emirundi ena. But what is this tax doing? Omusolo guno gulagawa. This is the money they are dashing to Mpugas. This is the money they are using in the electricity in Chankwanzi. This is the money they are paying MPs millions and millions of money when they are just going to parliament to snower. This is the money they are using to buy 500 million generators to light up their flowers in the night. This is the money they are using to buy president's cars, which are more than 40 and above. This is the money they are eating themselves. Nti n'omupoliisi agenda kutukwata wanene okutukuba muti ya gaasi naye mwenyi tazifuna. N'ogamba recently ono yabadde avaayo antiisatiisa mukwano wange mukuba poliisi n'agamba, Alex, why are you betraying your own? You know, how am I betraying my own? My own people are not getting tax returns. They are your own people. Now I'm fighting for your rights. How much are you getting paid? How are you sleeping? Omusolo gwowa gukuyamba. How is it helping you? So if you are to get involved in this march to parliament protests, get a bigger number of people with you. Obannyonnyole lwaki tugenda kwekalakaasa. Obulamu tebukyasoboka Uganda. It should be a part of Africa. Bw'olaba Rwanda recently, which got out of genocide right now, etuyiseeko. Tujeegomba. Tujeegomba Rwanda. Because their president has been able to use the taxes to develop his country. Bw'olaba nti babadde bakuleetera ka hashtag mbu Uganda is not Kenya. Yes, it is not Kenya because bwe tulwala wane ne batwala Kenya gye batujanjabira. It is not Kenya because Kenya, enguudo z'e Kenya tosobola kuzikomparinga n'ez'e Uganda. Naye ate nabo akatono ke balinawo babagamba this is not enough. We should be getting more than what we are getting. We are jobless.
Engineer ovuddeko. Oh my God. Thank you very much, Engineer Kushi. It's really been a great submission. You're off. For sure, you'll have another opportunity to speak. Just stay on. Melanin Queen, take over, please.
Hello, good evening. Am I audible?
You're audible. Just yongera kudobozi bambi. Thank you.
Thank you, Wounded Ugandan. I would love to appreciate each and every Ugandan who has spared their time to be on this platform and giving the ideas which could help to move this movement that we've started. I would like to put my emphasis. Sorry, I've been swamped with a lot of work, but I was listening in. And I've been following up. I would like to put my emphasis on what Florence said. Florence said we should write letters to these institutions private institutions that where we could at least seek some of help or engagements, as she wrote to the police and the army. I've personally as well drafted a letter to the Ugandan Law Society. It's in the comment section. I would like you guys to literally as much as possible, because we really need these numbers. Saagala Lukero olunaku bagambe nti titwabagamba tebaamanya. I would like to call upon each and everyone who is on this platform. Let's retreat this letter until it gets to each and everyone who is under the Law Society, because we truly need them on board. We truly need them at least to engage in this noble cause. Yeah, thank you for now. I'll keep on talking later.
Thank you, Melanin. Nayengezaako to look for the letter. I can't see it, so feel free to post it, please, in case you haven't.
You can go to her
Okay, go to her
her
timeline.
timeline and click on the replies, then you can see it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining the space. Thank you for those of you who have been here with us. Thank you for those of you who are still sharing the space. Let's have Kiria Samson unmute and speak to us, please. Thank you. Kiria, before you speak, I hope you have shared the space. And so thank you very. You know, we have to be serious, guys. Kiria, share this space. Genda ku timeline ya Unruly and share this space on your timeline as you speak to us. Thank you. If Kiria, you're muted. Kiria, unmute and speak, please. Good girl, welcome to the space. Please speak to us, unmute and speak to us. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here today. I've done no point in my network today. I don't know why this particular space keeps, dropping me. They keep chasing me out of the space. I don't know why. I think it is I don't know if it's my network or something. Naeva. Basaga, I'm here to stay. No, Sibia Saga. So yeah, we'll keep trying. So in case I drop, just know the network is capable. But I've been here. Thank you for comrades that are always here encouraging one another for speaking up, because this what we have for now. We have our voices, and later on perhaps we will have also to use other means, but speaking up and encouraging one another and making sure that we are moving all of us on the same page is very important. Yeah, Mugi, thank you for the consistency, Dada. James, I have nothing to say. Cynthia, Iron Lady. Me, I'm just so happy and so overwhelmed that the great men and women out there that putting everything online for this cause. They underestimate someone. The time I was here, someone was talking about underestimating. Banabantu bajoga. But the thing is, they have used it as a tool. Because you think you're the father, and you can keep them there, over controlling it. So this was something that has been said over and over years to brainwash people to think attitude is sobora, and that has kept so many youth thinking, why So this is something that they have installed in so many youths. But I'm happy that someone out here, there are great men and women that know their rights and are willing to take a stand. So this is very, very important. Now that they know. Okukyogera bakyogera omanyi olumu obeera ng'olaba like for us who grew up like last borns in families or with older brothers obeera nga weewagaga naye kati osobola okunkuba gwe naye ng'okimanyi mubutuufu bwakutuuzaako eŋŋuumi ejja toddamu kwasama but of course obeera nga wekalakasa tesobola but I'm sure of course kati ngeera n'obwolaba omuzadde olumu obeerawo ng'omuzadde n'ogamba akaanako nti Great, sit down. You know, I was one time in my S4. Then my mother got like angry with me. I didn't just say anything. I went to steam. Now what it's supposed to but then my mother's like, no, can't touch my so Of course, I didn't say it. But naye bakimanyi nti emyaka egituuka mu omwana asooka okweyimba n'akubeba so neno gavumenti ekimanyi nti kati tutuuse emyaka ekisobola okuba eyimbamu netubabeba so boogeza maanyi lugumugumu lwa bukulu naye nga bakimanyi amazima etufiira wano bwe tunakeera 25 tugenda babeba ate nga tebalina maanyi gasobola tuteeka wansi so olumu bagenda ne batekinga that respect to give them as elders for our weakness. So one thing for sure, they know. But here you can't before. Don't think that they are okay. They are not okay. So many cat is pressure. So we were cat pressure na sukari. Biba tuwala speed. They be now. I'm sure they are just moving from one room to another, thinking wanamana tuwagambe. By the way, let me tell you something. On a serious note. N'ebintu by'omulaba byajjewera ebizze ezo nada invasion ne banoonya ekintu ekisobola okuggyako kyetwogerako. Don't think nti bali mu kulwanyisa corruption mu ggwanga jjewero because no. Ebyo ne babikola not divert mind this talk has taken up the internet. The March to the 23rd March had taken over the internet. The talk of this had taken over the internet. Kati bali balina oleeta ekintu ekisobola okukendeeza omuliro. Indeed, this diversion has actually had started, like following up in the morning. Nejjukiza ne ngamba nno bano batuuza mu kidiversion ate kinene.
Nakulabye pressures n'engamba nno kati kimulidde.
Wala ekibadde kiyindidde because nasalisa bbiri abayekiro ne ngamba akambireke but in the morning gwembeera ne ngamba no but nemala neneewera ne ngamba nno butuufu ng'amazima kiyindidde nga ndaba bantwala naye ne ngamba kati bano kambaveeko so these things are all planned era temwewuunya nnyo nga waliyo ne bu demonstrations obulala ne bino bye mulaba nti Ssemugiba Musuna agenze Kasookoso bakatandika okugira b'e Kasookoso ne Maya akatandika kati beefudde abamukwata to still install fear mu bantu abagenda okujja nti bano olaba bakutte MP olaba bamukubye tiyagaasi olaba ekyo bamukkiriza okukola meeting kati olwaffe that's the stupid talk they expect from us. So many things are going to come up. Abakatemba bagenda tandika. Katemba mungi agenda okujja. So let's keep focused, keep the eyes on the ball. Ekintu tukirina abantu balina tubatwala. Banne bwe mulanga omuntu agenda yose mu diversion gwe James bw'ola ngambudde ku jangu mangu ngambe gwe genda ku line kuba sometimes.
Nkulabye nengamba bamututte batutte omuntu wange no.
Sometimes olumu tomanya nti ogenda banne twekwate ku mukono wala nga omuntu akutte ate erigenda nakasero nga tugenda ku Parliamentary Avenue nga kkirira mututu okwambuka nkwate ku mukono mugala nedda twambuka so yeah it actually took me a few hours to understand kati I'm diving into another diversion. I need to take another route back to the main kubanga actually I was preparing for the space on Friday nandi kunoonya abantu abanajja byonna ne mbivaako I dropped everything I'm just there so sorry about that but tugenda maaso but please just know bano abantu tubabunya obufu they don't know and they know the anger they know there is an anger that is growing, that has abantu badde baterese omanyi obusungu abantu badde babuterese ebbanga ddene. So they know what is coming is not good, and I know they're going to deploy, but that should not stop us. Kwe byonna byonna babikozesa lwa mutima omutiitiizi. So for now, I'll just keep listening. But I'm back. I get diversion in food because you get a moderator because omanyi okulaba nga James Tonseke yakwongeza okulaba nga the usual this simanyi kibuno NRM books ninga kati what is new kati wano church first of all you cannot win the truth regardless okuba nti yes bibaddewo, and it is not new by the way. Your propaganda tebadde empya lwakuba nti kati badde bagyongeddemu obuyimba ne bakolayo buflyers so ndowooza ne bagyambaza ekiteeteeyi, but it was the usual thing. So ebyo tujja biddira, we shall just try to figure it out mpola mpola, but for now let's try to keep our eyes on the ball. Let's try to continue this conversation, push it as much as we can, and talk about it as much as we can. Naturally, I'm happy to TikTok. I think after the president had talked about it, Chikuteo, I have seen several accounts talking about it. However, and tebamanyi bulungi tebanakikwasa bulungi like program nga ffe tugimanyi on 23rd it's for this and this and this, but the talk is there right now and it is literally on every page. It is there lwakuba nabo beera badde babakubye mu kidiversion ekyo ekya Joel ne babivaako, but the talk had really tebadde ekuteyo bulungi. So yeah, back to the host. Thank you so much.
Just Katononyo bring back our people.
Girl. And yes, guys,
Bring
be
back our
aware
people.
a lot is happening out there. A lot is going on. And actually, if some of you have other places you can go and sleep there for for these coming days, to just camouflage and disguise, to not give your enemies any opportunity, and of course keeping in mind you don't bring any harm to those people that will be giving you shelter. But kyetaaga mutukyusekyuseemu where we are sleeping some of these days if you can. But also we should not be completely afraid because we are doing something lawful. So stay assertive and know that everything we are doing is lawful. Please share the space on your timeline before you request for the microphone. It's very important that you help share this message. We are non-partisan. We are not based with any religion. We are not a tribe. We don't have any tribe. We are tribeless, in other words. So share this so that every Ugandan can have a conversation. Before I go to any other speaker, let's hear from Patrick kubanga alina network amfu. Then we shall have Suna for a minute before we go to Farish. Patrick, the mic is yours. Please unmute and speak to us. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you very much, my colleagues, for the participation always. I'm really very grateful because always you stand. Because, if you don't have decision from inside you cannot make it. Because at a while, people around you guys, our neighbor now they look at you like and have an enemies. Yeah, you have to be very careful. Wona mutambulira, wona otuwangalira, bye tulya, bye tuseetinga nabo. You have to be careful because now they know. Ez'ensonga ezo whereas not truth. Okwewala nti nno bakutte Suuna ne bamutwala somewhere tamanyi watuufu. You have to be very careful. Twagala nfanye ekintu kino ffenna nga tuli ttiimu tusitandike lumu tusibbuse lumu So we have to be buli muntu era ateekeddwa okubeera nga atesi ng'omanya muganda waali, omanya muganda wo waatuuse, mwoyo muli, nga communication always iteekeddwa kuba nga eri available mu buli nsonga yonna, mu buli area yonna, budakiika buli second, because we have to know each other. We have to know buli muntu yenna w'abaali naki kigenda maaso. Muntu yenna afunye obuzibuzi we have to know, twatubire nga tusiga tuli ttiimu nga bannayuganda balina omutima okukola embeera, okukola obulumi. Bakasaawa zino abantu bano eno bakizudde nti bannayuganda bali serious. Kubanga mbadde yinza okubanga ngerako ne bannayuganda around there ne bagamba mutuufu amazima ogali nti tuwulira ekigenda mu maaso, but also you are ready for that day. Mbagala tugende maaso. Kikulu kya kubeera nti we communicate. Twagala kubeera nti mugundi yabuzeewo tumungu natumwewaalaze, no. Always have to move with our phones, your physical data. We have to sacrifice as usual. Nga tumalinde tukikola tujja mala kuno kubanga buno obudde buno abakulu bano eno bali bamanyi buli nsonda yonna weeri, bateekeddwa okuba nga bakimanyi nti tukoze ki, tubali mu ttaano. So bannayuganda njagala okubeebaza mwenna, mwebale okuyimirira, mwebale okumalirira. Amazima gali nti kye tulina okukola ekyo. Guno omulembe gwa njawulo, eno generation yo era juzi yali kyabwe naga nti bw'otalaba nakati buno obudde ku mulembe guno, manya nti Uganda tusuubira kalungi konna maaso, kubanga tubaza Katonda nti asobodde ffe tuyamba okubeera nga tusobola okuba nga atugudde amaaso nga tukyalina amaanyi, tukyalina obusobozi, tukyasobola okwogera, tusobola okukola kyonna kye twagala okukola mu our age. So twagala tukole ekintu kyonna kiteekeddwa okukola nga tumaliridde, nga tulina amaanyi, nga tuwuliziganya bulungi. Anything happen to anyone, alina okubeera nga we communicate. Si byakusereka busesi ogaye nti banne nze bane empanisi mbivuddemu, no, because awanika atawangula. Kati tulina kubeera nga tukoze eki, tulina kuba nga tumaliridde tusobole okuwangula, kubanga n'olugendo lwange naawe n'abaana, kubanga amazima gali tuzadde abaana. Wakati bw'onoogamba nti no ekivuddemu bana bakudesi badasi bateko budasi mbeera yakubanga batisatisa bannayuganda okubanga tebagenda mu maaso ng'ebigambo bye boogera. Abamu bageza okubanga basobola jjinja mu kisaaka kulaba ki ekigenda mu maaso, naye nga ffe tumanyi emitima gyabwe wawe giri. Bannayuganda tuteekeddwa okumanya abantu be tutambula nabo, tumanyi bagenda twewungako mu kaseera, balina okuleetenga ebiboozibozi, balina okuleetengawo embeera yonna erina okubeera nga batulemesa okubeera nga tutambula ogenda maaso. But you have to focus. Teri kumagamaga bbali, kubanga bw'omagamaga ebbali oyinza okulengera, oyinza okufuna ensiso n'ogamba kankiveemu. But the moment wonoogaa nti kankiveemu ogenda kukoma awo. Tuteekeddwa okuba nga tumalirira. Bano basajja nabo bamalirivu. Omusajja okubeera nga ntandika n'abasajja byatandika nabo ogenda okulumba, imagine barracks. Gwali mutima mumalirivu. Era nga kimanyi era kufa na kuwona. Kati nyaga tumanye bannayuganda nti wano tugenda kufa na kuwona. Bwe tutamalirira, bwe tutabe na mbeera eyo, kubanga bajja kuba bitiyagasa basaasaane bamenye wekiveeko, nkya baleme okudda. But you have to know, the moment you say I'm surrender, ojja kuba manyi nti kati obulamu bwo bukomye n'abaana bajja kuba bakomye. Tuteekeddwa okuba nga tumalira olw'ensonga eno, kubanga mazima gali nti enough is enough. Ekimala kimala. Obulumi bwe tulowoozezaako tubulowoozezaako. Bannapamu bafunye ebinuubule bingi. Ntuzi n'aba Bobi Yang akuba emiranga awo. Naga nze mukama wange nze nina obulumi bungi. Nina obulumi. Abantu balina obulumi obuli extra. Lwaki nti embeera ya corruption, embeera gye bayisibwamu, nze neewuunya omuntu munno. Kyebadde ekintu kyankwatako nnyo, naye mmanyi nze mukulu okutegeera kwange naye mmanyi nti no omuntu okubonyaabonya oba omuntu okukubisa so omuntu okuyisa mu kiso nga munnayuganda si kyangu munnayuganda muno okubeera okuyisa mu embeera embi. But kiri mu Uganda olwaleero nakutwala wansi eyo mu safe houses munnayuganda muno, imagine gumugenda n'Oluganda n'agamba nti mukulu sagala kumanya mbeera nje ne bakukima ezo drone. Bannayuganda bannaffe benyisega nti no bagwira tubava mu nsindaano, no si bagwira bannayuganda. Kati tulina okumakinga sure nti mulembe guno nga balaze nti balina omutima omugumu nga balaga omutima omugumu ku ntandikwa tumanyi ne batendesa olwayo okubeera nga bannayuganda banaffe batendeka okubeera nga bagenda mu magye babayingizamu embeera enzibu ennyo naye jjukira kibi nnyo okubeera ng'odinga n'omuntu otamanyi kikyakulowooleza bannayuganda olwayo batulabula bamanyi tuli bakawadi tuli batiitiizi tokisobola kukola tusobola na kwogera tiyagasibwa n'avaayo nga tusaasaana nga tubivaako enkya ne banakwata ne bakutte momenti banakwata ne baga nti bakutte bano eno nga tukivaamu bagundi teri kuzikiza ku mulundi guno teri kuzikiza nti yo nga missoni ewedde eno missoni erina okugguka mikwano gyange kubanga amazima gali nti buli wolowoozamu ebituyiseemu olwabyo tuvudde mebega wonna abaana baganda baffe bonna babasse abamu tumingi baabulira lwa nsonga y'ensonga egi ensonga ya corruption kubanga senga corruption tali mu ggwanga olwaliro omuntu asobola okugera ekigambo kimu nebagamba oke omuntu asobola gundi anayogedde nti gundi ayogedde eyo endowooza ye nosigala ng'ogenda mu maaso zensi ezikulaakulanye naye olwaliro osobola okugera ekigambo kimu ne bakunoonya yalaze ludda tunomunu tulina okumusaako obunyogoga n'okunoonya naye nga kwogera bwogezi kati olwayo fulaga twogere ekituluma twogere kyetuli kyennyini kyetuli ekyo ensi emanyi nti yabadde Patrick yayogera ekigambo bwe kiti era bamugye mu bulamu bw'ensi lwa nsonga kino kyeyadalemeddeko twaba buli muntu yenna amaliridde okusimba ekigenda okuza omwezi nga 23 march to parliament making sure nti omanyi gy'olaga ogenda kudda oba obutadda naye making sure nti nno okkiririzamu ekyo ky'oli twaga tumanye nti nno abantu betugendamu betusinka betugenda okulumba olwaleero bamalirivu naye twaga tubalage nti netuba bamalirivu okusinga nga bwe balowooza kuba kyo kimanyi ekyo balina kubaasa okuteekateeka bibeerabeera babasekisa bannayuganda bababuzaabuza bakola batya ebyo byafuuka bya bulijjo akati bwe kiba nga kiri bwe kityo olwaleero naffe tuli bamalirivu okuba nga ekimala kitugamba nti ekimala kimala omuntu okuba nga avuddeyo nga tomanyi kikyakulowooleza oba muzibu nnyo wakulumba oba bakimanyi mu bwongo bwawe bannayuganda bonna batiitizi n'abanabuzadde bonna batiitizi okay fine kati bwe kiba nga kiri bwe kityo twaga twaga obutiitizi bwaffe tugenze nabo mu maaso alumba olumba toleka muganda wo mabega alumba olumba ekibaawo kuba bonna teri muntu akkiriza okukuba sasi munnayuganda era walikuba bwati ali accountable nga ye omuntu atya nga ye omuntu omu mu kisirikale siraba afulumiza sasi ku munnayuganda azongazi nti nabadde atambula mu mirembe teri muntu yenna teri musirikale yenna avunanyizibwa okubeera akwata muggo akube munnayuganda ng'agenda kukalakasa kwa mirembe talina kisi kyonna era wokolera ensobi n'abeera ng'akutte nakuba munnayuganda yenna bagenda avunanibwa nga ye omuntu atya nga ye omuntu omu era making sure nti no buli muntu yenna wootambulira bwoti be aware of anyone ayinza okukubuzaawo obe ng'oli ng'odda waka obe ng'oludda twaga tumalirire ku mundi guno mikwano gyange amazima gali nti ekimala kimala bannayuganda balina obulumi bungi ku mitima kiyinza okuba olwaleero nga kiyinza okubeera nti no kiyinza okuba nga kyakanga ekyolusaago but tunamayako ennaku 3 days ensi ijja kuba etegedde ekisofu kiki bannayuganda kyebali kikyebaagala balinza okuba nga babuzaabuza mu parliament egendagenda mu kitundu bwekiti it's okay let them do whatever they feel like to do but you have to know tubalinze tujja balinda era byonna bikola byonna bikole batambule wonna baga okutambula wonna naye at the end bajja kudda tugenda balindira awo kati batubuulire twagala waali munnayuganda waali kati tumugame nnyabo tayimuyoka gyeweddeko ennafu zenaafu byokoze bimala nakuwadde amayinja agakuwadde kati bannayuganda tugambye ekimala kikoze kimala kimala twagala tukwate kubo dasaidi tugende mu maaso nebitwagala kuba tulina ebigendererwa ngaffe bannayuganda ekimala kimala bannayuganda obulumi bungi senga otegeera obulumi bw'abantu bwe balina nebitugamba tuyite simanyi abasuubuzi abasawo biki ffe twagala olwaleero kuba buli munnayuganda yenna kabe musuubuzi kabe musawo kabeeraani avunaanyizibwa ku nsonga eno okubeera nga tumakina tu paalamenti mukusumuzi nga 23 olw'ensonga nti ensonga gye tuliko olwaleero eri ya Uganda yonna si wa NUP si wa NRM si waki ya ggwanga lyonna kakitegeeza nti nno bwe tuba nga tugenda ku paalamenti kitegeeza nti nno buli muntu yenna avunaanyizibwa si kutula butuuze maduuka gaabwe bagenda batula butuuze si kugenda bugenzi anti nga abavubuka bedenze lesson nayebakola muzeeyi wange awo nemugamba muzeeyi nze ekimala kimala nagamba ogambye otya mwana wange konze muzeeyi amazima gandi nagamba mwana wange togenda eyo bannange mwe muyinawo ng'abaana abo beesigazizaawo nemugamba mukulu ng'okaddiye emyaka yenyina amaaso gikyali emingi n'abazzukulu bano bato obulamu bonzaaliddemu bwenkuliddemu olwaleero bwebuyaga bwe mankaddiiramu bwe bwokaddiye olwaleero omugamba muzeeyi ekimala kimala bwe banga talimuyanga yakuba nti nonfiira mu kwekalakaasa its okay njakufa bwe naba nga sirwa kufiira mu mbeera eno amazima gali sijja kufa kuba si buli muntu yenna agenda kwekalakaasa nti agenda kufiira mu kwekalakaasa waliwo bannayuganda bali bafudde babadde mu kwekalakaasa abafudde accident gye bali abafudde ebirwadde ebyenjawulo gye bali bannayuganda bafiira mu mbeera enzibu ennyo olwaleero amalwaliro temuli ddagala olwobutuula kati mu theatre terina bikozesebwa nze mukyala wange yazaala first born wange nga n'amazzi obuzi amazzi nga gavumenti imagine nga teyolina kadaga nga amazzi gakugula buguzi ekyuma kimu kyasinjira 15,000 ekyuma kimu ekyokubeera nga bamukolako bulungi kati ate baga nti ekyuma kimu kijja bwetaga bidwa nga 2 ndowooza nga ngowoolwokuba nti nazadde buzaazi bulungi naye gwe balongoseza ate obulongosa bidumala nga 5 bidumala nga 6 imagine nenkubira MP wange nemugamba owange lutamaguzi ki ekigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga mu gavumenti nange ate buzibu kipatrick nemugamba amazima gali nti temunye wadde amazzi baga nti pampu yafa pamping amazzi emyezi nga 6 emabega ki ekigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga nange ensonga zombadde nga bazuulyako abasawo naye mbadde sinaakutekinga action naye kanzijitula bikyokukola nzota ebbanga tono nnyo nokola ku nsonga eyo naye lwaki embeera metuuka mu ggwanga lyaffe Uganda abantu bangi bafidde malwaliro abantu basoma olwaleero oyinza okwewuunya ku masomero ga gavumenti primary schools omwana batula ebibuuzo bebimu bannayuganda mukimanyi bulungi kyonna eggwanga lyonna primary ab'omu kibuga nabo mu kyalo ngozaawo kyabo mu kyalo wakyeba basoma bubi ab'omu kibuga tinne basoma bulungi lwa nsonga ya corruption era yonna yonna corruption ono MP agenda following up ensonga za pampu z'amazzi zemasomedde mbanyumizaako nga basilizinga dda ssente naye nga kaawo n'abavunaanyizibwako ensonga ezo nga ssente bazizza n'okuzizza bagamba musumiri zayitako ebbanga ne bazizza mu gavumenti lwaki embeera ebeera mu nsi yaffe Uganda lwa nsonga ya corruption kakati twagala embeera ezo kikumye omuntu agende mu ddwaliro nga amanyi kyali safe bwagenda mu ddwaliro nga n'omusawo yenna amwaniriza n'essanyu n'emikono emirajjuutufu bulungi twagala embeera egenda tudde mu Uganda nga omuntu agenda mu ddwaliro ng'agenda mu nga amanyi kigenda mu ddwaliro akusinkana obujjanjabi bulungi nnyo nafuna omuntu ajja okunkolako obulungi ennyo twagala omwana agende ku ssomero ng'agenda mu government school nga musanyufu nnyo nga ne basi emukimana waka n'emutwala ku ssomero yagala n'emukima n'emukomyayo waka embeera twagala mu Uganda naye omwana wa gavumenti n'akasomera wansi mu muti naye nga gavumenti egamba musomesa baana eggwanga lya kika kimikwano gyange abatamudde kufiirwa twegomba okubeera mu nsi zino naye yakuba kino onobeera mu nsi taliiyo lwaki nti services zibawa omuntu wa bulijjo nze kino n'okunewunyisa wano eno nti mu nsi zino ezakulaakulana edda zino eno bo omutuuze waabwe that's their first priority mu nsi zino eno naye kiri mu Uganda kyewuunyisa nti omugwira ate ye muntu asookerawo okubeera bwawa amatu okuba nga awuddizibwa lwaki embeera ebeera mu Uganda ebintu byatandika okuba nga bibeera mu Uganda nsonga ya corruption kati embeera twagala tugikombeera nti tuliisiba bubi mu mawanga naye tetukyakukola olwokuba nti kino tukyannoonyayo akasente oba akawogo akati mu mbeera bannaffe munaana gye bawangayo abali mu mawanga abali ewaka march to parliament ennaku z'omwezi nga 23 tugende tukooye embeera y'okuba nga tubonaabona mu nsi yaffe tukooye embeera y'okuba nga batuyisa bubi baganda baffe olwaliro batebala benyumiza mu kwekalakasa kwabwe kwali kwa mirembe naye kati benyumiza mu ggwanga lyabwe lwaki nti eddoboozi ebyo lyawuliddwa ku mulundi guno bannayuganda tusinga obungi abavubuka mu uganda si kutuula butuuzi olwaleero si kutiitiira ffenna obulumi tulina bwe bumu abaana balemedde okusoma olwaleero nga bali mu myaka 2+ nsonga ya corruption mu uganda sobola kuba nti bali tebagala bakazi kusoma embeera tetulina mirimu mu uganda nsonga ya corruption mu uganda tulemedde okubeera nga balemedde okufuna emirimu abasomi balina degrees mpitirivu obungi bali mu kutembera butembeya busero na mikeeka mu tawuni Kampala nsonga ya corruption mu uganda lwaki embeera ebeera mu uganda obulumi bungi olwaleero era mazima gali nti teri muntu akkiriza okubeera nga yekwenyakwenya n'omuntu ageza okuba nga mujja kumulamu manyi polisi wali olumu naye nali mukulaba kaklipu akamu kali mu kutamba kwa president Kyagulanyi wanini juzi ng'agenda ekamuli awo naye wali omwami yamugamba muserikale namuze mwaki muzunga waki nawabuzaabuza waki abajja kumulamwa balemegera okunoonya ekyokulya biki omuntu agera ajja buddayo ekyokulya bwemugamba agenda kufuna ekyokulya nawe kenyini bakozesa nga gwe omusirikale newe osunsula ngambwa kyokka bwogamba munnayuganda anoonya obulamu watadde essuubi ly'okubeera ng'afuna obulamu ate oza kumubuzaabuza bannayuganda ku mundi guno tulina okuddamu kubuzaabuzibwa buli muntu ateekeddwa okuba nga aggula amatu abe ng'awulira n'amaaso gabeera nga asobola okulengera wala ekisumba bannayuganda betulengera kumpi wano eno nga baga nti muzimu tibatiitiizi biki kati kimala kale omundi guno gwokka twanga tulaga obutiitiizi bwaffe nga tugenda ku paalamenti bwe tunga tutuuseyo ku paalamenti nga twategere nti tuli batiitiizi ate kijja kukuma bukomi awo until our mission ends. Mukama abankuumire.
Thank you, Webale Patrick. Webale nnyo. But guys, remember at 7 Ugandan time, 7 p.m., we shall join Agora. We have a space there, so we shall close this space at 6 Ugandan time. We want to thank all of you who have shared this space and those of you who continue to share the space. Banji, you are requesting, many of you are requesting for the mic and you keep dropping off. Banji, Mutsasire, that's network issues. It's not like we are doing that. So continue requesting for the mic to speak. In the meantime, we have someone called L. Humphrey Lumumba. Humphrey Lumumba, let me first check if you've shared the space. You have to share the space before you request for the mic. Please share the space before you request for the mic. And if you're there listening, yeah, share the space regardless. Go on, please. Onyango, request for the mic again, please. Share the space, bro. Go on, Lumumba. Thank you.
Okay, I hope you hear me. Can be able to hear me.
Yes, you're audible. Yongera kudowoza a bit louder.
Okay. But I keep on following this space because last James used to add me to this space. Like, I like the way you people are planning. For right, and we went up, but majority of us lose their life, but we were not unable to keep off. We still continue with our motion. What I want to urge you is that I like even the way the number are just growing and more people are just keep on following you. Even my friends are just keep on following you, but they have asked me to say that to say this to you, that they are requesting your mic, but no one is able to respond them so that they can add idea, they can urge you another idea. But what I want to say, keep on motivating each other. So the problem with this space that I have already experienced, that you people, I think, let me say this, but majority of you, able, if you maybe use a language that everyone can understand, like English, so that even those people who are abroad and they come from Uganda, they can participate and add more value to this group. Like us in Kenya, we have people who are abroad. They keep on motivating us. They keep on even going to the ICC and demand that our president must go. Our president must be jailed, because even the European, they can feel that pain. They can hear what we are expressing. You see, so if each and every person, because Ugandan is big, Ugandan is hard, is everywhere. Uganda is worldwide. Each and every person will follow you in this space. So my brothers and sisters, I like the way you motivate each other. But what I can just say, don't give up, never give up, keep the motion going. And like the way you like, I was reading the letter that someone shared here to march on the street going for parliament. What I can say, according to my experience here in Kenya, that letter, someone who has wrote the letter, he or she could hide his or her name, because once your president or your leader know, maybe Florence has written the letter to incite others to go to demonstration or to protest going to the parliament, she may be jailed, she may be maybe abducted, So she what I want to say is that hide your identity, like us in Kenya, people are being abducted because we don't know who is the leader. So the government is just suspecting, maybe this one might be a leader, this one might be a leader, but no one is a leader. Then we have those people like know about this modern technology. People are hacking the system in government is listening what you're saying, and then taking the message to the person who is not in charge of it. Then it will become like they will attack you before you succeed in your mission. So what I want to urge you is that if you know you have an idea and you want to share that idea, please, you may hide the identity, saying that this team is a leaderless, but we know what we want because we are many. Uganda is big. By the democratic to demonstrate, to do ended, to protest, so that each and every person can know the right to live and get the freedom to live in your country, Uganda. So, my brothers and sisters, I like your motion. I like the way you plan to go to protest there in parliament, so that people can hear you. But don't fear. Don't fear anything. Don't fear anything. These people will come, and they will come with maybe different way to punish each other, so that you can just dislocate. Don't know where you're going. You don't know who is who. So you need to be strong enough. I think yesterday, if you can visit our or my account, you can see how yesterday us as Kenyans we protest, but majority of us were shot to dead. But we never give up, because what we start, or something which we start, something which we have already started, but we don't know what the government is just planning. Let's do this tomorrow. Let's do this. So the government don't know what to do. Majority of us are leaderless. The government don't know what to do. So you can even hide your data link to your system, like the VPN. You can use the VPN so that they can't find you. You just there demonstrating, but they can't find you. If even the government, even if the government will hijack you, You don't know the leader. They don't know the leader. They will just leave you because you look like someone who don't understand what is doing. But in that, keep on mobilizing those people who have smartphone, those people who have knowledge, those people who are educated. Keep motivating them. Someone must influence them. Like the way you can see in this X or in this space, even late night, midnight, you can find like Kenyan are still active. What are they planning together? Someone who has smartphone, just tell that person to do what's important. You are someone energy when you come together, and that energy makes sense. That energy can make someone to move. That energy can stop this corruption. So you Ugandans, we love you like brothers and sisters, and we will keep motivating you as the way people are motivating us from outside. People are seeing how our sisters and our brothers, the way this government is just killing us. Like, we don't know what to say, but we will keep on moving. Like, we have already planned on 23rd to go in the KICC near our parliament to demonstrate there at midnight until morning. That power, we come together as one. We are like 54 million, but they will hear. So our slogan, or the kind of slogan that you need to have, is that you need to know what's the weapon that you people you'll be having. You need to know which method will you use there to reach there, because I know the security will be tight that day, because you have already announced that the demonstration, maybe it will happen on Tuesday. So the government will be aware, the security will be tight. So you need to have several tactics to go there. In that tactics, you need to even mobilize each other so that they know how to go. They know which way. They know who or who is having that that strong power. You see, so that day, I know the tear gas can might be there, the police with guns, other with the rubber bullets. Those people, they don't care. They don't care. They will even shoot the rubber bullet. And the rubber bullet, when they shoot that gun, it will harm you. So you need to be strong. I know you'll gain support from others, but then don't invite children there. Don't even try to invite children, because we know the children are the next generation. So the youth, or let me call you the Gen Zs, this generation from 90s until now. You need to be strong. You need to be there, but let the children stay home that day. Even the government, if it will be fair, they will announce the children not to go to school, but let the children stay at home. You go corruption, raise your voice, carry your weapons, carry the billboards, right? So the words, ensure that each and every person has phones, record the videos, then send it here to X. We will retweet it, even each and every person. And this must be without this. We don't want the kind of government that is running. These people will silent. They don't have power. Right in Kenya, even MPs, members of the parliament, right now they don't have power. They must listen to Mwananchi, what is Mwananchi saying, and then walk away saying that this and this has happened. Because we have the youth, we have overpowered them. We have overpowered them. The youth, we have come together as one and gain support. listen to us because we are the one who elected them to go there and fight for us. They don't go there to eat our money because every now and then we pay tax. Right now you are arrears and you're still paying tax. Just imagine. You can even do the rough calculation. Since you are born, you have been paying tax up to now. These people, they have been in power and nothing they are doing. They just eat your money. And then when you go there to ask for a job, they want you to bribe them. You know, that thing is painful. So you get like a poor father or a poor family. They don't have they don't have anything to say because they don't have money to bribe. They don't have anything. They are just useless. Those one who have money, they have power. You know, for you to do this, you need to come together, mobilize each other, influence each other. Tell someone if those who are not literate, tell them the importance of this and this. Educate them so that they will know their rights. They will know they have these. Eh? Right now, I know there in Uganda, you can't access to the big office and talk when you don't have anything. Eh? They will tell you who has sent you here. What do you want? Have you heard anything that we are just advertising? They will not. They will not. So these people, they need you to be strong. You know, you as brothers and sisters, be strong. Even, let me tell you one secret. Mostly ladies, you are the mother to this generation. You are the mother of this Ugandan land. You ladies, please, what I can just urge you, come as many as you are. So this Ugandan politician, even if they will send the goons, they can't hurt. They will not hurt you more. You know, they will fear. They will fear. They will be like, oh, we are hurting our sisters. Oh, we are hurting our mothers. You know, then men try to try to keep on emphasizing them, try to keep on shouting, try to keep on, you know, raising the bangles here and there, saying that what we need is we are on the peaceful demonstration. Carry your flags. You know, even if someone can hurt you when you are having a flag, that means you are patriotic to your country and you are there because of your right. You are there because what you are seeing is not good. You know, that power and that courage that you have it can.
Bro, your network, you're breaking, bro. Real Ghost. Network iko mbaya sana, bro.
I thought it was my network, but I think he doesn't know. I thought it was my network by the.
You think about it. Hello, guys. Hello.
Yes.
Someone there? Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. You're still breaking. You were breaking, but go on if you, as you summarize, please. Thank you. The Real Ghost.
We can't hear him.
Yeah, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you, The Real Ghost. Thank you for taking time to join this space. Guys, we are having network issues, but thank you.
Speaking?
That's our brother from Kenya, The Real Ghost. Do you want to summarize in 1 minute? Yes.
Bring up our people.
Yes.
I think you two can't hear each other. I don't know if you can hear Asuna. He's trying to say something.
Oh, I can't hear
Yeah.
Suna.
Tompulira kyogamba.
Okay, Suna, go on, please.
Man, tompulira. But good girl ampulira.
Nkuwulira, just go on, agambye go on.
Okay, all right. Okay, mbadde ngamba nabadde njagala commenting first of all to what you said last time. I think this one I wanted to react on to what were the insight first of all about what Uganda should know, especially this period of time. They are trying to divert us, and guys, don't buy that kind of diversion. Don't go into Joel's diversion or that thing they're posting about Joel and all that. It is diverting you guys intentionally. It's diverting you. Please tell your friends or everyone that is posting about that it's a diversion and they are succeeding. Like my like good girl who had meetings already. By the way, I saw you guys rushing to Kakwenza's post. You know Kakwenza is funny, but you guys take sometimes some of the things you take them serious, and that's why you guys, all of you got actually Kakwenza gave it the mileage because he had a day of test Naseka, and what most of you did went there and reacted on that tweet. Kakwenza is like that, so. Kati mumwe awadde bali ground ne bajja ne batandika okukikuba and it went viral. Otherwise, don't get diverted. Remain on the focus on March 23rd. I also want to react to, I also want to inform you, our co-host, I think he has dropped. Our co-host, when he comes back, please send an invite to people that are dropping, because some people also sending me messages, DM. It is better to try and send them DM, invite. Just invite them as a co-host, invite them and see if they will be able to speak. Otherwise, people want to speak, but we're having issues. Probably maybe if our hosts can send them invite. There's someone called Farida. She's Farida with P. She wanted to speak, but then she's been dropping. Also want to thank Melanin also. And then there's a person called Kushi here, is a Uber driver. He was trying to explain a lot of things and so much important and passionate. Actually, the one that I will end with. You know, we are all affected in different ways. There's my friend here who is a builder. There's a graphic designer. There's a hotelier. We are all just, you know, differently. So the Uber guy is leading himself, but also leading other drivers because they are also affected. So this kind of ordinary mobilization is so good, because at the end of the day, you find that the ordinary people, when they come together, because on driver avuga motoka, he has also his concerns. Omuzimbi aina concerns ze, akola furniture aina concerns ze, abakola mu saloon baina concerns zaabwe, waliwo precious ya sharing zaabwe Rubiji baina concerns zaabwe. At the end of the day, when all those ordinary people come, it becomes difficult to contain them. Because buli muntu alina ebizibu bye. Kati nze njagala yajja okwekalakasa ku Lwasenyonyi naye ajje, because naye alina ebizibu bye. Bagamba Senyonyi yali enguzi, ajje yekalakase. At the end of the day, for us what we want is the numbers together, people shouting against corruption. Okitegeera? Twagala numbers. Oli bw'agamba Senyonyi yali asent, then naye ajje yekalakase on parliament. Okitegeera? At the end of the day, people are having a lot of things on their heads. People are having a lot of people are suffering a lot. Nayagala okwogera ku ky'omu Lubigi ne ngamba wayi kankireke. Naye I think it is time abantu b'omu Lubigi beegatte ku bannayuganda ababonaabona, because ate bo babonaabona more than even ekitegeera babagirako. What do they even have to lose when they have already lost everything? Ekitegeera. So nze wembeera nga nze gwe ba evict nze mu Lubigi, I will be even the first person to be at Parliamentary Avenue. Finally, there's someone that I'm following, and it has brought my attention that there are so many people asking, where should we gather? Where should we gather? Where should we gather? Guys, we are not gathering. We are actually not gathering, because the gathering place is the place where they would put a bus, net tracker, okutika everyone okitegeera kati bwogamba mugenda gatheringa wano tewakayana bateekawo track ne buses n'amagye buli ajja gwe batika. So what happens is that nga brother wagambye from Kenya okubabuzaabuza, let's say we are meeting at Parliamentary Avenue sawa meka, that time should be communicated nti bannayuganda buli omu anoonya nga Precious bwe yagamba gwoba ova Kabalagala you look for a way of arriving at Parliament bweziba saawa 4 ng'otuuse saawa 4 okitegeera because oyinza okulaba numbers nga zitandise okugatharinga where at Nassau Road tebatusuubirayo namba nga zitandise okugatharinga where at wano ku Kampala Road Kaboozi numbers nga zitandise okugatharinga as the numbers continue going extending to Parliamentary Avenue kiba kizibu nnyo okumanaginga that kind of movement naye bwe tugamba tugatharinge tugenda gatheringa where at railway station tebakayana bajja kuleeta maje gundi zonna trucks zonna za maje baziteekaawo gwe bakwata gwe bateeka like that. So we shouldn't gather. I picked it from someone. Someone has posted it on I can't reveal who, but he posted it somewhere. So it is tactically not good to assemble somewhere, but it's tactically good okugamba nti as long as you arrive at Parliamentary Avenue saawa 4 okitegeera. So gwe oba oyitira ku Nassau Road oba ova eno wansinga ku Estate Towers oba ova eno nga ku Serena, as long as nti muzze like that, so it becomes difficult. Babeera scattered like police yerowooza tugenda ku occupyinga Kampala. That means the number bwebeera nnyo kitegeeza tuba tu occupying Kampala. So at the end of the day we might end up occupying Kampala. So if you focus at Parliament oyinza okuba naawe ng'oli ku byo tubabuzeebuze okitegeera. Kenyans think we are going to occupy Kampala. For them they ran hashtag occupy Kampala ne gundani ne police ne gamba we want to occupy Kampala. So guys, tubabuzebuze, only destination is Parliament. Only time that must be revealed maybe in the near future, but that is it. Thank you so much guys. I think Good Girl wanted to react, I don't know, but gundi waffe bamugjeewo wano. Okay, Good Girl, co-host bamugjeewo. Good Girl, you have something to say. Co-host Sebo Komao.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello, guys. James, I have sent you the video. You can just share in the group so that people will see how they will be arranged.
Okay.
I have sent you the videos. So just wait to the group so that majority can see, and then inspire the group to keep on following each other so that when the space is available, they can even fetch as easy as possible. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Lumumba. Thank you very much.
James,
Precious, you have
don't mind me. I was trying to tell Unruly to get the co-host as soon as possible. Now, yeah, they had announced that the space is going to end at 6. I don't know if we are going to run past 6 p.m., but we only have 15 minutes. I don't know if there are any other speakers that need to speak. We only have 15 minutes, but I was just running the course.
Walo neighbor wow,
Onyango, take on the mic. We have only less than 15 minutes, and then maybe we'll close the space. I was just trying to tell him to get a co-host, but no good there. Onyango, go on, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Good Girls. Thank you, MP. Thank you, Unruly, for hosting. Bring back our people. Thank you for comrades for standing up for my rights and everyone else's right who is still sleeping. I don't know. Today the network has been a very horrible one. I've been trying to get on for a very long time, but everything has. But I kept dropping. I don't know what the network was. I gave up a bit in the afternoon, but at least here I am. I want to put two things across. Ugandans are aggrieved, that we should know. We have done a good part of mobilization. I want us to be proud of ourselves. I want everyone who has put in effort to be proud while they also do more, but to at least know that the word has gone out. I have people who have never used Twitter asking me about what is happening on 23rd. I've seen it on statuses of people I least expect to be interested in something like this. Separately, I even saw it on a status of an army officer, a retired army officer, a mzee of mine, a friend who is he's a person that hated politics so much he quit the army before time and left. But he was statusing it, and but this man must have contacts of other big people. How is he statusing this? But when you go back and realize that police is already intimidated, officers are everywhere. You realize may not. I don't know if I'm still audible.
Yes, please.
For us, we may not know the magnitude of what this protest.
Ah, man, we are losing you.
For the government.
Don't walk. Just stay in one position.
Am I still around?
Yes.
Thank you very much. For us, we may not know the magnitude of this protest, but for the government, the security organization, the police, they know because of the intelligence. They see. Remember, they are spying on us. You know, there is that thing where if someone is sitting in a light and you're sitting in the dark, you see them a lot more clearly. They would not know you're there, but you can watch them for hours and hours without them realizing. And this is the police and us. For me, the only thing I see to know that this mobilization is taking place is the trending hashtag. When my comrade Suna reposts, when I put a post on every one of you, and please thank you very much, you keep reposting, commenting, replying, sharing on different platforms. That is how I know it is working. But imagine police that has GSOs and PSOs and VSOs that are reporting that the youth are talking about a protest on 23rd on ground. So they are really scared, and I understand their fear because this time we mean business. We've had a lot of politicians come up and give us half-handed promises. This time, when one of you gives up, the other one will not. When I'm not going to give up, I will not say when I give up. But this time we're not giving up because the one thing they forgot is they keep aggrieving us. Every time you are moving comfortably on the road, not even comfortably, but trying to be comfortable, and then someone passes with a very big siren with over 18 security personnel protecting them, you realize how oppressed you are. For every 100 meters, there is a gun in this country, wielded by some uniform. That is so much oppression. When people talk about politics and NUP and FDC, they have to look around. You know? And this kind of oppression is what is spurring Ugandans. When we start, we shall not be stopping. This time round, we are united as one. The border person is complaining, the council in his office is complaining, the doctor in the hospital is complaining, everyone is complaining. So now you were talking about one of your friends that is rich, well off, but he says we have to do something about it. I will tell you, for every well-meaning Ugandan, it is very, very, very bad. It is even more hurting to be rich among the poor.
Mm.
You know, you cannot go out because when you decide let's plan a vacation to Madagascar, your friends can't even afford a day off.
Mm.
What use is it for you to move around a place filled with people who are hungry and suffering? People are waiting on your gate to beg money from you. What type of comfort is that? People are dying on a daily basis of basic sicknesses, basic things. People are dying because the roads are so narrow. People are dying of the most basic of things. And I will tell you, for every person that is morally thinking, you cannot look at this. You cannot look at this. And even us in deciding to protest, we are morally thinking. Because if we are not morally thinking, we would be looking for weapons to go to parliament because they have aggrieved us that much. But we are saying, no, we shall not be like you. We are going to demand our rights. We are going to demand your resignation in a formal way. But you see how the speaker is behaving. You see how they are sending goons everywhere. Because they are not moral. As Ugandan police is thinking, they are thinking inside the pot, not even inside the box. Because this is the most moral thing we can do based on what has happened with our government. This is the most moral way we can respond. You know, this is the best way we can respond because has warranted much more. They should remember that in the 80s, they reacted harshly to things that were less than this. You know, at a very small population back then, they felt very oppressed. The tribalism that was exhibited in the government in the past has not been parallel. This Museveni's tribalism has not, it's not even tribalism, it is nepotism. Because the fellow tribemates in the West are suffering. It is unparalleled. This is worse because if Museveni was where we are standing right now, his letters would not be to Uganda Law Society and to Uganda Police. His letters would be to NATO and to other organizations that give out, and ISIS and other organizations that give out guns. This is what I want us to remember. When we are marching to parliament, we should remember that we did not choose violence. We should not feel bad. When people tell you, why are you going to do these things? Lwaki mugenda okukyankanya emirembe? Bajjukize nti tewaliiwo mirembe. Tewaliiwo mirembe ng'abasirikale beekuba emmundu olw'akapapula ka betting. The officers are shooting themselves because of a betting receipt. There is no peace in such a country when people who are pensioned police officers they have a promise of benefits when they retire are shooting themselves because of a betting slip. What about me, a private citizen? I have never worked in government. I have not worked in any organization. I am a casual laborer. What about me? How am I supposed to respond? How am I supposed to feed my family? When we talk about jobs, everyone has talked about jobs. I will give you a testimony. I have a friend he has over 40 certificates in everything. But we went to school together. But he told me, the best I can do is get online certificates because I don't have a job. So every time I'm home, I just keep studying everything that pops up on my screens, those free online certificates. But then he said, at the end of the day, what are they ever going to do for me? Because me as a carpenter, I am competing for the same jobs with other doctors who have put their certificates aside. And now they are doing carpentry, they are doing woodwork. I am competing for some jobs with doctors. I have suppliers here who are doctors supplying me wood. I have suppliers who supply me mattresses, provide sofas. And they are what? And they are teachers. An entire headmaster, his side hustle is a what? Is a furniture selling business. You imagine when we get there. One parent told me, nze noonya essomero omwana wange ly'anaasoma n'anyumirwa. Kubanga ennaku zino okusoma si garanti nti omuntu anaabeera bulungi. And if a country degrades to that level, this is the lowest. This is the lowest. So, as we march to parliament, we should remember, we should not even flinch to demand what we want because we are asking for the bare minimum. We are only asking for Anita Among to resign first of all. That is the bare minimum based on everything. We should have made the whole parliament get dissolved and the government as well. Look at the ministers. Everyone, we are in a failed state. I feel like I need to get a cripple's stick. I don't know, they call it clutches when I'm going to parliament because Uganda is lame like me. We are lame. The country is lame. The country is lame. And in that way, I tell you, when you are marching to parliament, temwesikamu kuba kye musaba kye kisinga obutono. Oli yasse enkoko tuli mu kusaba gumba.
naye bannaye
Yasse enkoko tuli mu kusaba gumba, tugende ku parliament. Eggumba tulisabise mutima gumu kubanga oyo omuntu aba kusaba eggumba teyeesikamu. Kubanga akimanyi ennyama yonna agikoze.
bugere.
Tuli mu kusaba bugere bwa nkoko. This is what we are doing as Ugandans, as tax-paying Ugandans. Tax-paying Ugandans, obedient citizens. Everyone used to say, ebyo by'okwekalakasa babiteeka ku Facebook, ku Twitter, abantu ba ku Twitter bakakkamu, ku luno biva ku Twitter. Kyekiraga nti olaba abasinga obukakkamu mu ggwanga beekyaye, then eggwanga limaze okutuuka ku bottom. This is bino bye bagamba nti we are at an all-time low. My dear, there is no all-time for this one. We are past the ground. We are now tuli mu kinnya tusima. Tusima ba parliament batandika okwegabanya budget nga tunabafuluma tuba tusima katukkirira tuli mu kinnya wansi eggwanga lyaffe likkirira. I am grateful for the videos people are making. I have seen them on I do my due. I also once in a while make a video when I get the time. But it is important that we talk about these things. In counseling, they say the first attempt at solving a problem is admitting there is one. It's high time we accepted that our country is broken. And then we pick up the tools and begin fixing it nail by nail and brick by brick. I think I want to conclude. I don't want to be the last speaker, but I look like I am.
You're always the last speaker. I don't know how you make it, but good girl akusazeyo because she's always I remember many times it was even if it was night. Bulunaku gwasembayo oba kikola otya but good girl agenda kitwala
naye weewaawo kankome wano tujjukire nti tuba tugenda ku parliament tugenda kusaba ekisinga obutono tusabe n'omutima gumu neyanziza mubeere bulungi
webale nnyo nyangu webale nnyo good girl sokosiringe kati
Sebo David era gwasembayo nze nzija kuggalawo space.
Okay,
I wanted to react to something that he had said. Just a minute. I just want to react something he had said. One time, when Zambia, when I was in the Kutoto, barracks actually opposite the barracks, there's a petrol station. What a petrol station in Satu.
Petrol station now.
Yes, well, Ngazinga Satu actually, the opposite the barracks. Then one way then once one yes. So on that petrol station one morning, bangenda kola, wali over security babili. You know, they started fighting over 500. I think one of the clients had come for fuel. Yabawa nusu kumi that they had like gave it to one and then one like no, I think they were like they thought they were supposed to share. You know, something small like that. One shot another because of 500 shillings. So that time, I was still working with the Zambia hospital, and to my moment of closing, he could no longer have children. He lost so much, a lot of treatment, because of 500 shillings. When people say this, you may not believe it. Nearly killed the other because of nusu return. That is how bad we are. Chitu for manager get the evidence we are past the ground level. Like if it is a ship, it already crashed. So being very, very, very serious. He was talking about doctors furniture. Forget about furniture. Barikuba border. I can imagine a whole head teacher. Headmaster nava kusomero nakwata border agenda avuge oba border asobofuna is a man. That's how bad we are. That's how low we have sunk. So abantu banieve like he said, we don't know the gravity or the heaviness or how big this may end up, but tuli bubi tuli bubi nnyo, we need to wake up and do something and do it now. Looks like Mugi doesn't want me to be the last. Mugi, these are bad manners. Take on the mic, please, Mugi.
Yeah, how are you, my sister?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Just happy to inform you that today I was passing through my account and I saw that Alex Waiswamufumbiro was on radio, I think today or yesterday, and he mentioned the date 23rd, and he said this is not NUP, this is not any political party, it is for every Ugandan. He said, I'm seeing this online and everywhere. So me as a concerned citizen also, but not as an NUP spokesperson, I'm calling you on 23rd to join fellow Ugandans marching to parliament. And then they asked him on radio that they stopped this. And he told them, you go and revisit the document issued by Rusoke. It says that peaceful demonstrations are catered for in the constitution. So he just wanted
Mazima.
to. So I was very happy to see that also such guys that we've never even hosted here or anywhere, they are sending the message furthermore. Furthermore, he was on Pearl FM, and it gave me goosebumps and happiness to know that yeah, we have such people, regardless of where they come from, they are with us. It was just a message I wanted to pass.
Yeah, the message is echoing. The message is naturally moving. Lwansonga nti omanyi waliwo omuntu nga bagavumenti twasindika asitamye. This thing we just put someone who has already sporting. It's not like we have a lot of, or it's not we are here talking about it's just a conversation, but people feel like we're doing more than a conversation. Golooza omuntu just tujja n'okuspace ne twogeramu poliisi nevayo newandiika ekiwandiiko ekiwanvu weekityo naye nga tewali kyamaanyi. Ffe tulaba nga aboogeramu boogezi just having a conversation, but the whole people are panicking because they know what I've been doing. Tosobola kubonyaabonya muntu embwa tosobola gisiirya nga togiwadde emmere n'olowooza bw'onoogigulira teekulume. So
And
they know.
they are issuing shows.
Yes. So kati omuntu yenna omuntu ategeera amanya nti this is a chance that everyone wanted and was waiting for to have. So abantu abalina amagezi nteeko bano bannayuganda ate bo saabasiru but abeebafu nti bo tebannazuukuka abo baleke naye buli munnayuganda azuukuse teyeetaaga mugamba mirundi ebiri nsituka tugende womugambye ntugende already aba atambudde ntugende. On that same note mbadde njagala kubajjukiza mujjukira omwana ono gwe bakutte ne bamusiba emyaka 6 leero mpise ku TikTok. It is even worse. It is worse.
Omwana omulala yeeyo ndabi dark skin gasharinze omwana omulala yeeyo ate yo badde mulira ate yo
kyenkuba vako oyo omwana naye agambye nti bannanga ate naye it's worse. I've seen several videos referring to that way nti bakola ebintu bino nga balowooza nti they're going to intimidate them ka TikTok tubaweeyo emyaka 6 balowooza tugenda basiga abaana obanga kumutamye nagamba nti jangu ndi wano kati waliwo video endala gyakoze oyo omwana wa dark skin golabya postinze nga mugamba ndi wano enateete gwe tondaba gwe biki ogambe nateete tewaliwo kamera gwe biki okitegeera like abantu batutadde mu mbeera nga we have nothing to lose kati if you have nothing to lose bo balowooza ki balowooza what else is there before waliwo omanyi ono omwami there's this guy in Ngojeko Kuchesa, there's another guy that is always talking about family something. He was saying that during that time at 27 a boy would have had a house and aine nyumba ayina omukyala ng'agenda kubasa. But how many Ugandans men that can afford marrying at 27 right now, even 30 is a problem, even 35 bameka who can afford to marry and have a stable family. None. Kati ne banga batadde mu embeera ne balowooza nti kubanga abavubuka they are not marrying, they're fearing responsibility. They are not even scared of responsibility. Oleeta omwana wa muno omuliisa ekingana mwennyini tolina ky'olya. So youths, there are so many youths out there who have nothing to lose, and there are so many adults who lost everything And there's that anger. So some of us don't have anything to lose, and then others lost so much that they need to be heard. So it is a fertile ground. The message is moving. We keep pushing. And I don't want to be the last to speak. So, James, please. Speak on the-
era gwe abadde asembayo onyango olina engeri gy'omukubyemu awo. So anyway guys, yes please.
Mbagamba obudde bukyali tubeerayo ne night shift abali wano mbajjukiza tutera okubeerayo ne night shift paka eyo gye tukooyera, so tetukyazikiza until the date. N'ekirala TikTok tetugisuulirira bannange. I've always been telling you that if the people on TikTok fear to come here, we let us go to the TikTok. Abasinga agamba enzunguze. I was on one TikTok live and I was speaking. When I mix some English, the host was like, bannange ogenda kutwazisa akaunti yange batugamba ab'oluzungu wano akaunti yaffe bw'oyogera oluzungu bajja gitwala. So they fear. I swear. And
Now, but we take a mukaka jant.
So Mugezi omu yabagamba, if the parliament can't come to the ghetto will go to the parliament. Now if the TikTok people can't come to the Twitter, let the Twitter go to the TikTok. Those are the people on ground, and they watch, they listen, they know everything, but we need nabo kusindika sitamye. We really need to go there. And also you have to guide us from here. Where are we going to? We are
Yeah, Mogi, we have a space with Agora. I think the co-host already announced that it's starting at 7, apparently, and ending at 9 p.m. So, our night shift starting from 9 p.m. to Koida. So, I think we'll just take a break, listen to Agora space, and then come back and start our night shift space.
Okay, now bakulikulutinze. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bakama bange.
Isebo.
Munansonyiwa nayo bakaspace mukakoye nkaggala.
Sokolindeko katono nnyo.
Okay, kandeko ko host kubanze ngenda fuluma mukati.
Okay, tuwemu dakika 5. Listen, tuwemu dakika 5. Only 5 minutes so that people can follow each other. Then closing 5 minutes, people follow each other. Please guys, follow everyone that is posting about the protest. 5 minutes, leave your account there, 5 minutes. Please, after immediately 5 minutes, host, please close the space. Thank you so much. That was my message. Guys, good night. We meet in the Agora space at 7.